Hey, thanks for tuning in to another 404 Gaming Crew late night stream. Tonight, as you can see, we have the 2018 version of Deontay Wilder versus the 2022 version of ZHILEI Zhang. They had a fight in 2022 where Zhang knocked Wilder out. It was a great fight. Here's part 2. Let's get it. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Appreciate all my new subscribers, my returning subscribers. I appreciate y'all. I usually fight on pro. That's my level. You know what I mean? That's the level I fight at. To give it a realistic feel, give it a realistic look. Let's get it. We ain't got no sounds, bro. Spotify. Hold up. There we go. It's that Larry June.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. The Bronze Bomber, 6'7" tall, with that massive 83-inch reach. Up against them, ZHILEI. Make room for the big fella. They don't get much bigger than this. 6'6" tall, fighting out of the southpaw stance.
Giving away a lot of weight here, so now this is where you have to be smart. This is where you've got to be sharp. You've got to try and time those shots coming through. Even being lent on by the heavier opponent makes it hard. You've got to be fit. You've got to be on point. You cannot afford to make any mistakes.
Deontay Wilder, he is the Bronze Bomber. Only 216 pounds, but one of the biggest hitters in heavyweight history. Up against them, ZHILEI, fighting out of Zhuku, China. He's nicknamed the Big Bang.
That is true combat to go with somebody so heavy.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Zhukou, China, introducing the Big Bang, Zhang ZHILEI.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one.
Good luck.
The build-up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. The hook scores. The jab doesn't quite connect. This slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight. And he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
They've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They are naturally tough and strong and aggressive.
Oh, that jab's starting to mark him up. Misses with the straight left. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
As you can see,
Caution is being thrown to the wind.
Working on his defense and his boxing. Yeah,
nice counter.
25, Deontay is back for Zhang versus Wilder.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts.
Deontay under his new trainer. 404.
Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
You've got to be like Oliver Twist, be a pickpocket, in and out, don't stand there and be so obvious.
Out of Atlanta, Georgia, by way of LA. Deontay spent his whole training camp in LA, and they said it was one of his best ones to date.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered.
Nice combo by Deontay. Right hook to the body.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
Right to the body. What I meant. Deontay trying to get a little greedy at the end. It's all good.
Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another. There's the bell for round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. And down goes Wilder. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
You're right, Todd. What it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Man, after Wilder took them shoulders,
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
We're at the halfway point, and there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. And the Bronze Bomber goes down. Let's see that again.
Where
It's
did
them
that come
shrooms.
from?
You've
What
been
a
taking more
shot.
shrooms.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Give me your glove.
Up and I give you my glove.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Bruised and battered, but somehow
I'm mad I
he's still
can't
in
see
it.
There's always a
my
way back. Don't ever
stamina.
write anybody off.
You know, usually you can see your stamina, even on Undisputed mode. Am I wrong? When you online fighting, you can see your stamina.
And there's the
Correct
bell
me
for
if I'm
round
wrong.
3. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Zhang is in trouble. And down goes the Big Bang. Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Wilder with the straight to the stomach. Imagine, or actually, good God Almighty. Imagine the straight to the stomach, to the ribs by Deontay Wilder. I don't think we ever seen him knock down somebody with a body shot. We may have, but I don't remember. Definitely not a knockout.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You all right?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
It's got to waste time. Get a step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
The straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do. Zhang is in trouble. How did they survive that?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
They exchange punches. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Well done with that counter shot. They blocked the left there. Nope, that hook won't score. You'd like to see more jabs. Good counter punching. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a
Go
fight.
round for Wilder. Stamina is up. Power is up. Let's go.
Back at it in round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you
Wilder
have a glass
go to the
chin?
body like
These are
never
things that can
before,
affect the fight.
and that may
Work
be
the body, frustrate them,
the
take the
X
mind
factor.
off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics.
Tyson
Sometimes
Fury always said
watch
it
out, boxer fight and beat him
that
on points.
Deontay would always go back to what he knows, and that's swinging wild, but
Not a lot of punch
he's not doing
output.
it
Thought
now.
there would be some
Wilder
more
is
action here.
swinging unwild.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have the quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
These punches coming from every angle. No rest for the weary. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Misses with the straight left. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice exchange here from both men. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
From the looks of it, it looks like Zhang is up on the scorecard from their faces, from what I know.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight, not yet, not until your senses have come back.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well. Did you see that? Oh, Wilder just got clipped and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt. And down goes Deontay. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection.
Played into his favor, bro. What?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You okay?
We will not get knocked down again.
So they'll make it up and this fight continues.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then
Smell the
boom,
blood.
back
You
in the
need to try
same
to
spot
knock
again.
out.
It happened once. You got
Don't
away with it.
smell
You
it.
can do it again.
Smell right into
Not a
some
lot of
shit.
punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Don't forget who he is. This ain't gonna be no 20-minute
Every time
fight.
they drop their guard, they get caught. He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
The straight right just misses. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. The jab doesn't quite connect. Good counter punch.
I was supposed to knock him down right there. Get up out of there, Wilder.
They blocked the left
Yeah,
there.
there you go. Stay up out that corner.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Final 10
Ref
seconds
trying to
here,
set-
unless we get some late
You hear
drama.
the
I think we all
commentator
know
trying
who
to
won
set
this
me
round.
up. Talking about throw jabs.
Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. What a huge
That's
momentum
crazy
swing
work.
that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the response though. Got back up. Took it.
There's the bell for round 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Nice stop, but that won't score. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They're both trying for a knockout. Holding nothing back here in the round. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. And the bronze bomber goes down. And you can see it right here. That body shot sent them down, and they weren't getting up.
That's it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
That boy Deontay got up.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool?
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. Talk about Wilder in that last round.
He hurt
this
him
next
too.
round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
He hurt him
You've been
too.
put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then
Y'all check the energy out right there now. We're gonna take this round off. We're gonna try to let him punch himself out.
Here comes round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
He parries that right jab away. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And down goes Zhang.
Set him up for the
That
okey-doke.
technique on that headshot.
Set
Let's
him
see
up
it
for the
again and
okey-doke.
appreciate it more.
Shot from the
know
gods,
y'all
they
love it.
say. A shot from the gods.
That was some he learned that from Floyd, man. Dang, he got that from Floyd Mayweather, boy. Or Sean Porter. Remember Sean Porter pivoted, put Earl in that corner. Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to fight?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Zhang is in trouble. And down goes the Big Bang.
Same thing.
As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it.
boy.
Let's watch it again.
I've got to see that again.
Wilder is back. I say Zhang get up though.
1, 2,
On the bet after the 100, he getting
4,
up.
5, 6, 7, 8. Can you continue?
Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's still in it.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
That's tired.
And we enter the 8th round. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Unlucky to miss with that. And down goes Wilder. He knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
A shot from the gods took him out.
What a fight, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. If you were entertained, hit that subscribe button.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. What a fight. Thank y'all for tuning in again.
Time
man.
to go celebrate after a
Appreciate
knockout
y'all.
win
Much
here.
love.
Well, there's no argument right there. Now, you say it. Night.
Scorecards for y'all. Wilder landed 40 out of 112 power punches. Zhang only landed 18. Landed almost 100 more total shots. He jabbed Wilder to death. But Wilder jabbed him and straight at him about the same. He hooked Wilder to death. That's what he did. Hooked him and jabbed him. 50% on the hooks. Sheesh.